and welcome to the Tavern Chat podcast. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at the Tenkar's Tavern blog, Discord server, media group, Facebook group, Twittering, and at Instagram. So, what do we got going on now? Well, apparently, Gail can't stop her fingers from typing. And although the stuff that she's saying about the Gygax children is very interesting, she's also calling me out. She's making making libelous statements about me. Now, listen, I certainly screw up enough. I do enough stupid shit, and I certainly do speak my mind. Okay, so I'm just going to address what Gail has been saying about me and pointing out where it is wrong, which is everything. Gail Gygax, look at the threats from Luke's friend and fans. Tenkar called me the C word and threatened to throw bricks at me during GaryCon. Luke's response was that I might not feel comfortable coming to my first unannounced VIP dinner, as Tenkar had paid $1,000 for his badge. Alright. Then she goes on to it again. Well, my counselor said that she was afraid Luke would kill me or encourage someone to do so. Yep, been there. Professionals, the police, and health professionals. After seeing everything, were worried about my safety. I'm not paranoid. I'm realistic. So I actually sought verification of my fears. The police surrounded my home during one GaryCon. The next threat of bodily harm, Luke said that Tenkar's had paid $1,000 for his ticket. And even though he threatened me, I might not feel comfortable attending the VIP dinner. I can tell you this, my husband would have removed Tenkar from the convention. Instead, Luke took his money and told me to go away. No protection for Gary's widow from Luke Gygax. None. Alright. So I've addressed it on the blog. I'm going to address it here in the podcast, because I just want to make something very fucking clear. Okay? I made a joke that Gail would take the, quote, C word and trademark it if she could. It was a joke referencing the trademarking of Gygax and the legal action that went on that cost both sides at least 6 figures, litigating the whole Gygax trademark deal, which in the end, she was going to license them for $1 so long as they would sign an agreement that they would never make any disparaging remarks about Gail in print or by spoken word, online or offline, and non-disclosure agreements. They couldn't even say that they were under this agreement, that they couldn't talk about Gail in a negative manner. Gee, wonder why they refused to agree to that. Secondly, I never threatened to throw bricks at Gail. I think the C joke I made had some humor to it. Was actually funny, if in poor taste. But I apparently also made a joke about burning rubber bricks. Really bad joke. I don't even remember the details. I'm sure I could look it up. And that joke was in reference to Gail, who's been talking for years now about selling bricks for the monument and how gaming groups will buy these bricks and that's what's going to support the monument. And she talks this shit and she's never actually brought it up. She's never actually offered bricks to sell. She's brought it up again that Stoneberg is going to be selling bricks for the monument, but in any case, I never threatened to throw bricks at her. Not even rubber bricks. And I never attended a VIP dinner. I've never attended a special function at GaryCon or any other con. I've never been invited to one. I've never been disinvited to one. I've never paid to attend one. Never happened. So, and as an aside, I've never actually spoken to Luke face to face. Have we spoken online? Sure. But we actually joked about it, is that we've never actually had the time at a GaryCon to speak face-to-face, to actually exchange words other than maybe a hand wave in the distance. So, no, I was never attending any VIP dinner or luncheon or whatever it was. Never happened. Never even came close. The only time I saw Gail was at my first GaryCon. This is before Rach started going with me. And I was totally spinning in circles, totally out of my element. So no. None of this shit happened. Okay? Now, if you ask me, is Gail acting like a C word right now? I don't think it's an act. I actually, and now I'm not a medical professional, and I am making an observation. This is not a statement of fact, but I personally feel that Gail needs help right now. And I don't know why close family members have not shut her Facebook down, because she's not helping herself any. She's not helping her cause any. I know she thinks she is, but she's not. And that's sad to see. But I feel that I need to address these accusations, these libelous accusations being made against me, because you know what? Some people are going to read it and they're going to go, oh yeah, well, Tenkar's a dick. He's a douche, yeah. Oh, I'm sure he's threatened to throw bricks at her. No, I did not. Never happened. And like I said, did I make a joke with the C word in reference to Gail? I certainly did. I own up to that. And would she trademark the word? I don't know. And again, I probably still think the joke is funnier than maybe it is to everybody else. But so, as we all know, just a reminder, just because somebody says it happened, and this happens a lot of times, or things are taken out of context. So maybe so-and-so said something, and you're like, oh my God, they support the devil. And you took a snippet and it's out of context. Well, in this case, Gail is taking the C word and saying I used it in a way I didn't. And she's talking about bricks and saying I threatened to throw them at her. By the way, how would that work at any location, let alone a convention? I don't even understand let's say the sanity of that, but maybe that's self-evident. All right, folks. I apologize for having to do this. I apologize on the blog side, too. I shouldn't have to do this, but there are people out there that go, oh, well, Gail says this about Tenkar. She says this about Luke. She says this about Elise. She says this about whoever. Doesn't mean it's true. Okay? Doesn't mean it's true. Folks, as always, please maintain your social distance, 6 feet. A lot of our states that we're opening are closing despite the COVID. Wear a covering over your mouth and your nose. Okay? Wash your hands 20 seconds. Scale gel or soap and water. Use some common sense. Folks, be safe. Be well. God bless. Roll those dice. And I will talk with you all tomorrow. God willing. Laters.